Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Alert, alert! Bring out, bring out! There we go! Green, 39! Green, 39! Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50!
Bortles now on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, down. Field or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession.
Green, left.
Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slants.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he's got it to Hearns.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards in the red zone this time.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Throwing his Bortles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ladarius Green from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Knile Davis. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And hauled in here by Rivera. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ace, there we go now. Green, 90. Ace, green, 90. Green, 90. Left.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brad Nordman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding time. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Black 58, Will. Black 58.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 64 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's Dree Archer. Oh, little 360. The Jaguars getting set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Bortles going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's caught right side, it turns. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Hey, 50. Right, 58. Left. There we go. Nice. Green, 39. Green,
They
39.
come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Again, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off.